it doesn't say that you can't ring it. So I drive by this city all the time, and never once have I found a reason to stop. Yet, builders are building left and right. Businesses are popping up and people are moving here. So what is it that I'm missing about this place? Well, let's find out. I'm Renaldo the Realtor, your resource helping you decide if Greenville, South Carolina is the right place for you. Make sure you give me a call if you're even considering this area. So where are we? Well, right now we're in downtown Lyman, South Carolina, which is really small. We're gonna show you that. But also the town is very small. And that's why today we're also gonna be talking about Duncan and Wellford. And if you look on the map, you'll see that Lyman, Duncan, and Wellford are all so close that they really look like they should be one city. Another thing that you'll notice on the map is that there are a ton of these projects being started, and most of the projects are new developments for homes. And a big reason why so many homes being built here is because of all the demand. You have Greer just 10 minutes away. You can be downtown shopping. You can go to the airport in no time. Or you can head the other direction and be right in downtown Spartanburg in less than 20 minutes. And if a 30-minute drive is not too far, then you can even live here and enjoy all the amenities of downtown Greenville. That's the beauty of this area. You're part of the fastest growing strip of land in the upstate, which is from Greenville to Spartanburg, but you don't have all the negative impacts of that growth. So you don't have the congestion that you get in Greer. You don't have the high prices that you get in Greenville, but you still get the benefit of being just a few minutes away from all those areas. And the homes in Lyman, Duncan, and Wellford are still very affordable. I looked at what closed in the last 90 days, and so far the average for the area is $300,000. That's much less than you get in Greer. And the majority of this area is zoned for Spartanburg School District 5, which is one of the top school districts in the whole entire upstate. And when your kids are out of school, maybe they want to go on a relaxing bike ride. Well, Lyman has the rail trail, which right now is just under half a mile, but they plan on extending it to about 1.25 miles in the future. So not quite Swamp Rabbit Trail, but we're getting there. So Lyman's downtown is pretty small. It's really just this building behind me. But there are a lot of plans and things moving already to bring more life to this area. Like this, Lyman's main intersection downtown is gonna get new housing and shops if everything goes according to plan. All right, now we run. And if you're looking for other things to do outside of downtown, then maybe you'll enjoy the lakes. The great thing about being in this area is that you're within 30 minutes of over 10 different lakes. And if you're more of a park person, then you'll enjoy Lyman Park. There's also Duncan Stone Ledge Park, which is connected to the water park, and there's a few other much drier parks if you want to check those out. Another really cool park is River Place Park. It has the library right here, and it has a nice overlook. So if you're inside, there's plenty of unobstructed view of the rapids down below. But if you want to come outside and read your book and listen to the rapids, they put out a lot of these seats so you can do just that. That counts. Ah! No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. And if you're looking for more things to do, then the cities really work together to bring a lot of events to the area, like live music, dancing, painting. There's even drive-in movies and a lot more. And what I'm most excited for about Lyman is the Pacific Mills redevelopment. This is a $6.5 million redevelopment that's going to bring a lot of entertainment as well as jobs to the area. And speaking of jobs, AFL Global, which is a huge fiber optic company in the area, is investing $155 million more right here in Duncan, South Carolina. And that's going to create over 150 new jobs. Oh, that's all right, because you might mess around and be in it. So I'm here with Brooklyn. How are you today, Brooklyn?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So you have the name of a big city.
I do.
But you live in a small town.
That's true.
Tell me how you feel about Wellford.
So I really like how you said, it's a small town. I love that even though we're all right here together, Wellford, Duncan, Lyman, it still feels like a small town.
Yeah.
There's several of them together, but we all share the same school district, which is a great school district, by the way. And it just feels small and cozy.
Yeah, that's great. So what would you say are the reasons why somebody should choose to live here instead of Greer or Spartanburg or even Greenville?
Well, I think that, we really chose to live here because we have a child, and growing up, it just feels safer than one of the bigger communities, but you still get the amenities of both.
Yeah.
We're right off the highway, so we live out here, but we can be in Greenville in 25, 30 minutes. So that's really cool.
And I've seen so many police officers today.
Yes.
So you have no choice but to be safe.
Yeah.
If not, you're caught.
Yeah, they're very serious about their jobs, and there are plenty of them. And all, like I said, there's like 4 of us all here together, but there's the towns are all here together, but there's like massive police departments in each one, so that's nice. They just kind of take turns and
right.
Yep,
that's
nice.
Great. And we were resting even, and a cop pulled up to us. I'm like, hey, are you all right? You're just a little tired.
I mean, they've got some time.
That's great. Yep. So what else would you say is something that's a pro or a con of the area?
One of our biggest pros, we have a water park, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I would say con, and it's not a con at all to us, but I know some other people may find it this way, there's a train that runs through a good bit of our town. But I will say we live literally 10 houses from a train, and you can hear it, but it's not an inconvenience. You get used to it. And like I said before, we have a toddler, and he is obsessed. So being able to see the train every afternoon is just great.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no way to escape the trains around
I know.
here. That's
and
something I realized. Yeah.
That's probably our only con, but I don't know. In my opinion, I don't feel like it is one. There's a train right over there, and while we're here, like all the kids will just swarm over there. It's just it's so cool.
That's great. Yeah, and you're close to the airport. You're close to the highway.
All the important
close
stuff.
Close to the trains. So there's stuff moving all over.
Yep.
All right.
For sure.
Anything else you think that somebody who's watching this from out of state should know before they consider the area?
I will say people travel literally across country for our downtown Greenville area and downtown Spartanburg. Now we've got a new baseball stadium, so we're getting a lot of traffic for that.
The hamburgers or Spartanburgers, sorry.
Right, Spartanburgers.
I'm just hungry. I don't know.
But this is, like I said before, this is a super small, cozy feel, but you are so close to those amenities, and it's nothing beats it. Like Greenville is just like Asheville. It's so awesome. And it's worth it just to visit for that.
Yeah. That's great. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my final thoughts on the area is that it has a lot more to offer than I initially thought. I used to just drive by this place and give it a big thumbs down out the window, but it's actually pretty nice. So if you're looking for something affordable, this is definitely something to put on your radar. So now that you know what the area has to offer, you let me know. Does the Lyman, Duncan, Wellford area seem like it has enough for you? Or is it a little bit too small of a small town? So I'm Renaldo the Realtor. Like, share, and subscribe. Woo. And I'll see you on the next one.